This is Afternoon Sports Slay with the Queen, Micah K. Now remember, I'm doing this for the love of the game. Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and definitely hit the notification bell. The Queen definitely wants this channel to grow and to be monetized. This is my passion, so I appreciate each and every one of you who has, been watching continuously, supporting me, liking, commenting. I need you to continue to do that. Spread the word. Let everybody know it's the Queen who knows sports. She knows what she's talking about. This is me. This is my analysis, okay? You are getting the juice. You getting the spice from the Queen. Now, what I also might start doing is definitely start giving shout outs to certain subscribers, especially those who I like, and also just leave good comments and good analysis, okay? Because the Queen also, needs assistance at times. We all need help. In order to be great in this world, you have to have help from others, and you have to have the right type of support. So the Queen will be looking out for certain slayers and slayettes that show love and know what they're talking about, okay? Now, make sure you check out the info card for this fight, all right? Now, it is Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arroela. Where are all my Mexicans at? You ready? You tapped in? Saturday, you got your little sippy sips, got your snackies out so you can enjoy, or whatever you're going to be doing. You're going to be at the bar. You're going to be out with the fellas. Ladies, you're going to be out with the dudes. Listen. If you love sports, this is for you, okay? Now, let's get into the background information first. Then I am going to give you my analysis, and then we are going to get into the juice, and the Queen is going to deliver my prediction, okay? Now, this is from The Zone by Stephen M. The article titled is An All-Mexican Heavyweight Clash 4 days before Cinco de Mayo, okay? 4 days before Cinco de Mayo, the two most notable Mexican heavyweights clash as former three-belt champion Andy Ruiz Jr. takes on former title challenger Chris Arroela on Saturday from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Now, Ruiz steps back into the ring for the first time since December 2019, when he lost his titles in a lopsided decision to Anthony Joshua. He came in significantly overweight and didn't have the same focus as he did when he scored one of the biggest upsets in boxing history when he stopped Joshua in June 2019. Realizing changes were needed, Ruiz is now under the tutelage of Eddie Reynoso, who trains Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia, and Oscar Valdez. So that is very significant. Now, let's get into the juice. Let's get into the first analysis. This is for Chris Arroela. Now, his last two fights was Adam Kanaki, all right, and he lost, and then John Pierre Augustin, all right, which Chris won, excuse me. Now, then there was a significant loss to Deontay Wilder a few years back. Now, Chris shows nice flashes of 1-2 combos. Chris versus Adam was a slugfest type of fight. Both was going at each other hard. Now, make sure you guys flow with me, because sometimes I might say Chris, then the next time I might say Arroela, okay? Now, Chris showed flashes of nice short right hooks, all right? Nice left to the body and head shots, plus nice straight right hands and overhand rights. In this fight against Adam to me had more activity, and his punches were more accurate than Chris' punches. Also, Chris has nice little sneaky rights and left. He'll touch you up for sure. Chris can definitely double and triple with the right hand too. Now, a significant key point with Arroela is he has a lot of experience. So Chris definitely has a lot of experience and has been battle tested and has seen a variety of different fighting styles. You can tell Chris definitely likes fighting in the inside, okay? He likes to get close to his opponent and to go to work. He will definitely go toe-to-toe with his opponent. Yes, he will. Chris had a nice straight left hand jab that took Augustin back. Then he threw a nice right. In this fight against Augustin, Chris looked very fit. He was sharp and fresh in that fight. Plus, it showed in the fight Chris still had some snap on his punches, in particular, especially for his age. Now, Arroela has a lot of toughness and heart. He's a really strong fighter to me. He really doesn't get knocked out like that. Make sure you guys listen, all my slayers and slayers, make sure you flowing, make sure you tapping in with the queen. Now, you can tell Arroela loves boxing. I really can tell that about him. He's definitely a warrior. He's resilient, and he can go back and forth with some of the best heavyweights in the world. Now, what I'm looking for as far as room, room for improvement areas, I don't want to say too much because they are boxers. I am just an analyst, so I'm never too harsh when it comes to this, but I'm just going based on what the queen eye test sees, okay? Now, let's get into it. Lennox Lewis had said in the fight against Adam, okay, make sure you guys flowing with me. We still talking about Chris Arroela. In the fight against Adam, he needed to keep his left hand up a little higher to not get hit as much. All right. So Chris has to make sure his defense is sharp. Chris needs to make sure he's letting his hands go more while being accurate. Also has to make sure he's making the necessary adjustments throughout the fight. Chris needs to make sure he's patient and settles down to find the right punch to throw. Chris hasn't fought in like a year and 8 months. So will there be ring rust? More than likely it is. He got to get back into the flow of things because that is a long layoff. And we know due to the pandemic and certain things, it has not been the easiest. Now, let's transition over to Andy Ruiz. Here is my analysis for that. Now, his last two fights was against Anthony Joshua, okay? Anthony AJ 1 and then AJ 2. Now, a significant loss was to Joseph Parker. Now, even though some critics and fans had that fight going either way, they was basically saying Ruiz versus Parker could have either been a draw or Ruiz definitely could have won that fight, okay? Now, let's get into the analysis. So, in the rematch with AJ, Ruiz came in 16 pounds heavier, which I referred to in the beginning when I started talking about the background info, okay? So, Ruiz came in 16 pounds heavier than before with that rematch. Even though the outcome was different the second time around, Ruiz moved so good to me still to be a heavyweight. Ruiz is very fluid with his punches. Ruiz knows how to box on the outside and the inside. All right, AJ in the second fight utilized his game plan very well by keeping Ruiz at bay and utilizing the jab well. Plus, AJ moved better during this fight. Now, Ruiz's reach is only 74. He's extremely quick. He's able to capitalize on taller, longer fighters by how he punches and his fast hands. Ruiz knows how to punch up. Ruiz also has a signature 3-punch combo. Okay, you ready? You ready? Where my slayers and slayers at? You following the queen? All right. Ruiz has a chopping right hand, a very dangerous right hand. Ruiz has a great chin to be in the heavyweight division as well. Ruiz can hit you with a flurry of different type of punches, and the left can be just as deadly with the jab, landing body and headshots. Ruiz is a good counter puncher, almost to me at times too sneaky with it, but really good and really quick at it, okay? Ruiz can be very defensively sound at times, keeping his gloves up while utilizing the jab. Ruiz can be very relentless and aggressive. Ruiz likes to walk his opponents down and then let his fast hands go. Once again, when Ruiz hurts you, he can definitely finish you, okay? Let's do a side note really quickly. Terrence Bud Crawford to me is one of the best finishers in boxing right now. And what do I mean by that? So when Terrence smells blood, when he's, hitting the opponent with them deadly combinations and he's coming at you, he will take you out, okay? He's not going to give you no more hope. You will be out of there. The fight will be stopped. And let's refer to a little bit of basketball because most of you know that the queen loves basketball. So when I talk about great finishers, I'm talking about, for example, like an Allen Iverson, like a Kyrie Irving, somebody who knows how to drive to the hole, takes the contact, get the and one, and finishes, okay? So when we talk about good finishers, that is a very significant thing, all right? And Ruiz can definitely do that as well. Now, what I'm looking for from Ruiz is he definitely moves well in the ring. Now, before I even go in what I'm looking for, another thing that I wanted to say about Ruiz is overall he is an excellent boxer with a high quality skill set. Now, let's transition over once again to what I'm looking for. Even though he moves well in the ring, however, I would still like to see at times more head movement and foot movement. Make sure he's truly mentally focused and locked in throughout the fight. Make the necessary adjustments. Also, make sure the defense is executed properly. Ruiz needs to make sure he keeps his composure. And once again, he hasn't fought since December of 2019. So there could also possibly be ring rust with him too. Now, here we go. All my slayers and slayers, are you ready? This is prediction time. My prediction is, listen to this closely, Chris is strong, okay? Don't get me wrong. Once again, a heart of a champion, but Chris is too slow for Ruiz. That's my opinion. Now, pay close attention to Arroela's last fight against Adam. If you're tapped into boxing, you understand what I'm saying. Case closed on that point. With this fight, it's either going to be a long or quick night for Chris. Now, what does the queen mean by this? This fight is either going to be pure domination by Andy Ruiz, all right, where Ruiz is letting his fast hands go. Let me slow down with punches and bunches, hurting Chris left and right, and it's going to be Chris just trying to survive till the end, or Ruiz is going to knock out Chris, okay? Or it's just going to be a possible stoppage because Chris is taking too much punishment. So I'm giving you levels. 3 levels, 3 layers, what could possibly happen with the outcome of this fight. Now, listen, if you disagree, let the queen know, or how do you feel things are going to go down. Now, the queen's eye test is usually pretty good, as you know. We might even do a little game. Maybe by the end of the summer, we might have something to where how many times the queen was right, how many times the queen was wrong, okay? Now, the small work I seen from Andy Ruiz on Instagram, listen, it definitely looks like he's ready for war. He's ready to take his opponent out with no hesitation. So I definitely have Ruiz winning in dominating fashion, pure domination. Ladies and gentlemen, all my slayers, all my slayettes, where my Mexicans at, okay? It is your weekend. I'm ready. I love boxing, okay? Now, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that notification bell. Once again, there will be new and improved content on the way, surprises. Make sure you flown with me. Make sure you tapped in with me. I will definitely be on the Boxing Voice at 7 each and every Thursday. And if I miss, either every other Thursday, okay? So be on the lookout for the queen. It is Micah K, and this is Afternoon Sports Slay.